These are 3 creepy true alone at night horror stories. Number 3. I was alone in my apartment and I heard some noise coming from outside. I looked out the window and it was a perfectly clear night. There wasn't a single cloud in the sky. But then all of a sudden the lights went out and I heard a knock on the window. Of course, I freaked out and started screaming. Then I heard a voice that said, "Let me in, please. I need your help." I started to calm down a little and I asked who was there and what happened. The person said his name was John, and he had been in an accident and needed my help. I still wasn't convinced, but I went to the front door and turned on all the lights. I opened the door a crack and asked him to wait there so I could call 911. He started banging on the door and yelling, "No, don't call them. Please don't call them." I slammed the door shut and locked it. Then I called the police. They arrived quickly and told me no one was in the area matching the description of this John person. To this day, I still wonder if I was just saved by the skin of my teeth, or was I just imagining things? No. 2. It was a cold winter night and I was fast asleep in my bed when suddenly I heard a knock on my window. I live on the 3rd floor, so it couldn't have been someone trying to break in because they wouldn't have been able to get very far. But whoever it was kept knocking, and I was too scared to look out the window. I tried to go back to sleep, but then the knocking started again, this time with even more force. When I finally gathered enough courage to peek out the window, all I saw was a dark figure standing on my lawn. I yelled at them to get away, but they only ran off when I turned on the light. I decided to go back to bed, but every time I closed my eyes, I could see that dark figure standing over my bed. I was too scared to tell anyone about this, so I just changed rooms. And ever since then, I haven't slept in my room again. No. One night I was home alone and I heard loud footsteps in the attic above my bedroom. I didn't think much of it, so I just put on my headphones and went back to watching TV. Then all of a sudden, one of the ceiling tiles fell down right in front of me. I got so scared that I ran into the other room. That's when I heard the scrunching sound of the footsteps again, followed by what sounded like heavy breathing. I could feel my heart beating in my chest, pounding in my ears. I started screaming for my mum, but she wasn't home yet. I grabbed my phone and started dialing her number, but it kept hanging up. As I tried calling her again, I looked up and the ceiling tile that had fallen earlier was moving. It was almost as if something or someone was trying to get through the ceiling. By now, I was crying and I could feel myself blacking out. Just then, my mum burst through the front door and I screamed, "Help me, the ceiling." She didn't know what I was talking about, but when she looked up, she saw the ceiling tile move again. Whatever was in the attic was trying to get out. We ran out of the house and into the backyard where we watched the house in horror as the attic door opened. And from a distance, we could have sworn we saw a shadowy figure standing at the top of the stairs. Now it's time to tell me your scariest alone at night experience. Share it in the comments below. And if you want to hear more scary stories, then check out the playlist right here. But don't click on it just yet. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Now click here to watch these videos. See you next time.